The intel I found on the Baron led me to an old factory where they were experimenting on chimeras. Looks like they're using some kind of gas to control them. I tracked one down, killed it, and injected myself again. Fucked up as it is, I have to admit. I do feel better. Stronger, sharper. I just hope Olivia knows what she's doing.
Hello and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to some more Dying Light, The Beast. And I've got some news for you. Well, first and foremost, we are not where we left off last time. We were a little bit more that way last time, and I played a bit off camera. Well, I'd say a bit. I played a fair bit off camera, I would say a couple of hours. And all I did basically made no story progress whatsoever. I cleared out this apartment, I cleared out this convoy, and then I cleared out, I think, this. I cleared out this as well. I cleared out this. So yeah, that took a while, as you can imagine. None of it was any interesting, though. There were no new types of enemies. There was nothing, really. Just, stumbling through the dark, killing zombies one at a time stealthily, and I cleared out all these, apart from one where I went to beast mode and killed all of them that way, which was just for a bit of nuance, I suppose, more so than anything else. And yeah, that's about it. I haven't made any serious progress other than that. The progress comes now, because we have 3 tasks to turn in at the town hall, and then we're going back to the monastery, so we can also hit the town hall convoy along the way too, so that is going to happen. But I also have some big news on a different front. I installed mods. There it is. There it is. I knew it, Juggernaut. What did you do? Did you install real-life gun mods so you can actually tell us which gun is which and why it's awesome and why they're all awesome and etc, etc? I know you. I know you. I've seen your other videos. I hear you telling me right now. I've seen your other videos. I know what you like. You probably added like 7,000 different firearms to the game, all of course regionally and historically accurate, and you probably added all of that, and with the proper names and models and everything. Look, I wish. I didn't do that. I didn't add any content to the game in that sense. I installed just a couple of quality of life mods. One of which is slightly faster climbing, and let me show you. Did you notice the difference? It's very slight. It's not enough to help you outrun volatiles or even runner zombies or anything like that, but it does make the pause between animations a little bit, well, it reduces the pause by a tiny bit. So it's nothing too serious, but it's, it helps a little bit. The other mod I installed is Brighter Flashlight, which, yeah, I picked the right spot to showcase that mod, didn't I? But, one, it's nice to have a well, it's not even a realistic flashlight, because a realistic flashlight would light up the entire room like nothing, but a ever so slightly more realistic flashlight, let's say, is pretty nice to have, obviously. And then, on top of that, I also installed a pretty big one for me. Sorry, for a second. Which was the increased loot icon radius, I think it's called. Basically, when you do this, the loot radius for where you can find well, the icons that you can find are now double the distance. You can see there's an icon right there. I've sensed it through the walls. Yeah, it's a bit unrealistic and stuff. It saves me the trouble of continuously having to click this over and over again. And yeah, here's the slightly brighter flashlight. Nothing too glaring, nothing too, aggressive, just ever so slightly better. And as for the survival sense thing, it's actually closer in line to what it was like in Dying Light 1 now. So, there you go. Just a small quality of life improvement. And there's a big quality of life improvement as well, even though it has nothing to do with drop kicking. that I figured out is mainly stamina-related issues. But for the last one, I'm gonna need a bit of a... How do I put this? Like, I'm gonna need some explanation, and I'm gonna need to provide some excuses for why I downloaded it. I installed this mod. I picked up a skill. And I picked up a skill in my, time playing the game off camera, which I will show you. At least I think I picked it up off camera. And it's this. I think I picked this up off camera. Maybe I picked it on camera. Memory fades, and then the last few days have been sort of a blur for me. You strike your foes with such efficiency that weapons lose less durability from it. That's a lie. This skill lies to you. Because, okay, so the question obviously is, how much, right? How much is less durability? Do weapons now have 50% more durability? Is it a bit more random? So is it like a chance? So sometimes 50, sometimes 20%, sometimes 70%, depending on, like, is it a dice roll on whether you would lose a durability point every time you hit a enemy or not? Is it that? Well, yes, it's more the latter, but what this does is it gives you like a 1 in 1,000 or maybe 1 in 100 chance to not lose a durability point when you hit an enemy. That means that for a weapon for its entire lifespan, I'm going to get 1 or 2 hits more. Maybe. It's not guaranteed. And I've tested this out, and this is one of the worst skills in the game. And it's so far down the list, it's just as far down the list as a grenade launcher. Or this. Or this. Which is awesome, right? Yeah. So I don't like this, and so I've changed it. And so, weapons now have a lot more durability. Quite a lot, to the point where we don't really need to worry about them breaking. And that got me into a deeper discussion about the way the game balances its weapons. So, as we make our way into the town hall, I'm going to talk about that for a little bit, if you don't mind. But I will try and keep it brief, and we'll stay on track with the story and everything. So, the idea that the game needs weapon durability for balance is sort of thrown out the window, well, rather was, about 5 levels ago. First and foremost, the game showers you with weapons every time you go to a convoy, every time you go to any of these dark zones to clear them out, every time you go to... every time you fight enemies that are human, the game showers you with phenomenal weapons that are up to your level and just really, really good. Meaning that if you stick to unmodded weapons, you are never going to need to repair your weapon, and you can always use the best one. Now, recently, you've seen me use the, what was it, I forget its name. This is the Jawline, but the other one was like the Dominator, the Slasher, the Reaper, right? The Reaper, that was the Scythe, right? I forget what the name was. And then the Scythe was pretty awesome, don't get me wrong. And I used it as sort of the quote-unquote best weapon in my inventory, and then I picked up like 3 of these Fire Station Great Axes, which were about as good, if not better. And so, at that point, the entire balancing thing is thrown out the window, because this thing has 5 repairs on it and 150 durability. The problem with these axes is I leveled up to level 7 relatively quickly after that, and then they became a bit useless, and I started picking up stuff like this, the Jawline. I picked up, listen to me, I picked up 3 of these, all at 340 slashing. 150 durability, 5 repairs each. What do they need for repair? Just the most common item in my inventory, which is scrap. Yeah. Listen, repairing is dirt cheap to the point where it's trivial, and I don't feel like I've messed with the balance of the game one bit. At all.
Doug?
Hey there. You said you wanted to chat.
Yeah.
Let's get back into the
Who
game.
are those bandits?
Hard to say. No shortage of that type out in the wild. These just kind of got pissed off at us.
Kinda.
Kyle, everyone out here is just trying to survive. But you saw what those fuckers were capable of.
What did you do to them?
What they did to us, what we did to them, that can be debated forever. In the end, what counts is who is left standing. Thanks for the help, Kyle. You did good today.
Uh-huh.
No, but I figured out what you did to them. You didn't give them medicine when they needed it for contagious outbreak. It's pretty simple, let's be honest. Like, right, hunting bow 235, composite bow 246, 230. Right, I will buy the composite bow off you because I have ludicrous amounts of money and no idea how to spend them. Pistol ammunition. Yes, please. Shotgun ammo. And all of your rifle ammo. Now, you might think that's a lot of stuff for me to sell. Oh, sorry, a lot of stuff for me to buy. And in a way it is. But then I'm just going to sell a couple of these things to you. Because rightly and honestly, I don't need them. Right, I'm also going to sell you all of my gadgets, because these I can't actually... Well, not all of my gadgets, just the outdated ones, right? Because these I can't actually just disassemble or whatever. Part of me also wants to sell most of the food. Because I don't see much of a point in it. But I guess I'll keep a few just in case. Ah, legendary medkits are actually worth something. Who'd have thunk? Right, and then the rare ones we're getting rid of. I have 10 rare grenades. Yikes. Bleeding knife. Problem is the epic knives that I have do so much more damage that all the effects from the other ones just don't really matter all that much. Honestly. I also picked up a legendary UV bar. Throw to create an area of UV light that repels infected. You can also use it to kill infected when they grab you. But I'm assuming this is best left for volatiles that grab you. Which means I can instantly kill a volatile with this if it grabs me. Maybe. I just got the prompt for it, so I don't know. And there's also 6,000 worth of valuables to sell from all the looting I did. And yes, you can buy parts from this guy as well. I mean, technically I can buy gun parts off you, right? Gun parts are kind of rare. I'm willing to buy some. Fuel I don't need, and I don't think I need any of these other things either. But if I do, I will not hesitate to come back. Alright, good, excellent. That was one thing taken care of. We now have... Talk to Pietro and bring all the parts. Let's do bring all the parts first, because it's up there and it's a little bit more interesting, I would say, because, well, it's me finishing the quest. I'm also very curious as to what this guy's going to actually build with these random components. It's you, wasn't it? Hello?
Here you go. All the nouns you asked for.
Now I just need to put it all together.
Yeah, on your own.
Sure, on my own, but couldn't you help me carry out the final experiment? I still have to test out the generator for the sonorifiers, see how well it fares. But doing so might be risky.
Focus, Tom. Am I gonna get to see this gizmo?
Oh yes, you'll see it and hear it. I'll radio you once I'm ready.
All right then. Can't believe I'm saying
Yep,
this, but
I
I'm
am as
actually
well.
curious.
I am very curious as to what the hell we're building here.
Sorry, you startled me. 1 second.
Don't tell me you're a scientist, too.
Not quite. Just an amateur botanist.
And you study mushrooms?
Mycology. It is a
What do
hobby
you know
of mine.
about
You
cordyceps?
see, fungi were among the first life forms on our planet. They were here long before us. And they'll be here long after we're gone. But I doubt
To be fair,
came
you could
here
say the
for a
same
lecture.
about most plants, right? But okay, never mind. Especially when you talk about like categories like mushrooms. Yeah. Trees will also be here after us, and were here before us, and will probably be here forever. Well, forever. Not literally, but you know what I mean. How are things now that the power's back on?
Are things better around here since the power's been restored?
Well, we're safer with a more secure source of power.
Has the sheriff sent anyone to secure the plant?
Not yet. No.
Why not?
I think she might be reluctant to antagonize the Baron.
And what if he turns off the power again?
That would put us in a dire situation. And she's usually not so cautious. That's usually my role. But losing those patrols hit her pretty hard.
Maybe you need to step up if she's afraid to.
She'll find her footing again. She's usually not this deliberate, but perhaps a little caution is warranted in this situation.
Oh, there's such a thing as being too careful.
I don't disagree. Florence and her rangers usually act fast and think later. They often smash through doors that could be opened gently. Finding some middle ground is probably a good thing. But without Florence and her rangers, none of us would still be alive. Her arrival saved us all.
Yeah, fair enough, I suppose.
I understand there's some kind of large monument in the area.
You mean the war memorial?
Maybe. Has the Baron been active around there?
He has. I understand he's constructed some kind of enclosure there. And in the process, somehow damaged and desecrated the memorial.
Sounds like you have a personal connection to it.
I lost my brother in the war it memorializes. That twin obelisk is a monument to my brother and brave men like him. To desecrate it is to disrespect their memory.
Got it. Thanks. I'd better get going.
Anytime, Crane. If I can help in any way, please let me know. Can't keep up with you physically, but I can still offer advice.
Thank you. Thank you. That was insightful chat.
Scale could have inferior resonance.
Now, no, we're not going back to Alou. Oh, by the way, did you know that you can check the time like this? Usually I did it by opening the map and checking from here. You can check it like this. This was a mod in Dying Light 1. I installed this as a mod in Dying Light 1. In Dying Light 2, it's in the game. It's just that nobody tells you that it's in the game.
Got something?
So you're Pietro. Now I can put a face to the voice.
Thanks, Kyle. Everything's powered up and Old Town's a lot safer.
You said you were holding something for me?
Yeah, here. Can't tell you how grateful I am for
What
your
is
help.
it?
I know you've got a lot of other stuff going on,
But...
but since we're talking, we've also got a real problem with the water
Right.
supply. Everything was fine, and then, boom. It was like someone just shut off the tap. Soon we won't have anything to drink or cook with or clean injuries with. I worry that people might get into fights over it.
Okay, do you have any reserves?
Do you have any reserves?
Couple of gallons, but unless something changes,
Right,
we'll have to start
right.
rationing. Then it's only a
Right,
matter of
right.
time
But it's not
before
a
we
matter
run
of
dry.
go out there immediately this instant. There's a little bit of cushion in between them. Okay.
What about
got
other
it.
water sources?
Well, there's the river, but I've seen infected
nope.
floating in it.
No.
We want to drink from that.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
We need to get the taps working again.
All right, well, where's the nearest pumping station?
Near the residential part of the industrial area.
All right, I'll suss it out and get back
I
to
did
you.
this in Haran as well. There was a water problem with the tower, if I remember correctly. So yeah, it's definitely not new to me. But lo and behold, level 8. This is why I was talking about some serious progress. The town hall is done. There's nothing left to do in the town hall. We can now go back to the monastery. Just wonder where the... We know? Said... Restore the power and you straight. No, it didn't pop up. Okay, I guess I need to find it on my own. Fair enough. Put the grenades on. Put the bandages on there. Tracking this. Good. And then I received the bow. Right. Yeah. Okay. Skills. So we can pick up 2 more things, or we can pick up 1 more thing. No, 2 more. Charged kick. Not very interested. Flamethrower. Yeah. Efficient driving. Operate vehicles so masterfully they burn less fuel. It's probably like burn like 1% less fuel knowing the game. So no. Not really my thing, no. And then crafting a grenade launcher and this and this and this. Again, not really my thing. So I would like to go up to the parkour stuff. So we're going to go with dash and we're going to go with vault kick. And then after that, enemy jump and after boost and stuff like that. Windmill attack, yeah, bit expensive. Okay, good, glorious even. That's it as far as the inventory is concerned. There's some new clothing to check out later down the line. But for now, we are good. Hydro puzzle, oh, there you go, just unlocked. Let's go. Use remote control to activate traps in the world. Right. Right, I was missing those.
What's the word?
Notice how there's no... let me demonstrate. Notice how it's not raining indoors now. Ah, glorious. Okay, I was missing those. I was wondering when they would become a thing, and... oh, lo and behold, I suppose. Alright, awesome, awesome. I know that those traps would be especially useful at night, but I also haven't seen that many of them. So, yeah. It's a tad unfortunate. In Haran, there used to be tons of them. It was really fun, and it made going out at night a little bit more tolerable. Because you could escape and stuff. Not so much here, I suppose. Right, yeah, I'm not doing another dark zone. That would be a tad much, I'd say. Could hit the town hall convoy, but now that I've made it this far, let's not do it. Let's do this instead. It's an unknown location, and I'm willing to bet that it's a power station. Yep. Okay, now, part of me really doesn't want to use... pistol for this. But I do have 105 rounds of ammunition for it. Ah! So there are traps all over, apparently. I just wasn't aware of them. Because if there's car traps, there's probably God knows what else, right? Okay, that is very interesting. Now, could you swing that big thing? Thank you. Yep. Enjoy the explosion. I know that's going to attract the fast ones, so... or not.
Kyle, I'm ready. I put it together.
And where will I see it?
Oh, I'm waiting in the yard behind those tenement houses beside the old promenade.
All right, see you there.
Okay, fair enough. Just out of curiosity, where is that? Not because I want to go there right now, but because... okay, it is very close to the town hall. He could have made it there. In the meantime, realistically, while I was chatting with the other guy, yeah, alright, fair enough. Because what I was... cynical me, right? What I was thinking is it's probably going to be like on the other side of just the whole area, district, whatever you want to call it, country even, and it's going to be like, you know, oh, I've made it here in the 10 seconds it took you to look away. That would have been a bit ridiculous, but no, this makes a lot more sense. All right, blocked from the other side. And we lockpick this. Okay, there we go. Another jawline. See what I'm talking about? Compare it to the other one, to the one I have. Actually does more damage. Well, it's also tier 8, so now I could just disassemble this one. This is the kind of stuff I'm talking about, right? Like, this is ridiculous. Like, absolutely ridiculous. And yet, here we are. So, no, I don't think that making it so that weapons basically don't break is going to have much of an effect on the balancing side of things. As you can see, I was using the best weapon I had for about 3 minutes, and I got a better one. It might affect things when you hit max level at the very end of the game, so for endgame content and stuff, if you want to do runs, but at that point you're playing just for fun, and at that point I want to use my favourite weapon and not have to worry about it breaking. So, yeah, like, win-win situation, I think. Activate electric fence. Ah. Okay. So yeah, like I said, there's apparently a ton of traps. I didn't notice any just out and about in the world. I think they were a lot less conspicuous in Iran. Here, though. Pretty bloody great. I love how once you get caught in the 1-2 jab sort of animation, there's no escape. Find that pretty funny. Did I use it up? No! Didn't even kill him. I did not mean to. I was holding right click to block. That's... Ah, oh, come on. That's a crying shame, that is. Oh well, that's what I get for trying to fight every single infected I find on the way from here to the monastery. Just run past them, goddammit. Absolutely no reason not to.
Pietro, I reset some of the other substations.
Thanks, Kyle. We owe you one. More than one.
You do. And yet, I'm still not seeing any wars being declared on the Baron. Just saying.
Olivia.
Kyle.
Shockingly, yes.
I'm nowhere close
Well,
to being okay, but hey, I'm here.
And I made some
I'm
progress
saying,
on my research.
considering everything,
Listen to
shockingly, yes.
The Chimera's genetic code contains duplicate fragments of your DNA.
What?
My theory is the Baron was hoping to enhance those creatures with your abilities.
Why? And what's up with the gas he's using to attract him? What's that all about?
I don't know. We need to learn more. And we need more samples.
Yeah, no. I'm done injecting myself with that shit.
You're not strong enough yet.
Look, I'm feeling better than I was. And I'd rather just leave well enough alone.
Well enough might not be good enough.
Olivia, right now, what I need is intel on the Baron. I'll check at the town hall to see if they found anything useful. I'll reach out when I know more.
Okay. I'm here if you need me.
Okay. I feel like it's a pretty good place to stop, because I have Beast controlled.
Sheriff, do you copy? Just wondering if you have new intel on the Baron's activity.
Good timing. As a matter of fact, I just talked to Marcus. He saw the Baron's men near the old salt mine. Don't know the details, but it looks like something big's going down. I'm heading over now.
Alright, I'll meet you there.
Okay.
Let me know when you're close. I'll guide you in.
Oh, and this gave me a jacket of some sorts, did it? Good. Good. Vengeance is mine. Interesting. And it's this way, in an area that I haven't been in yet. Or anytime soon, rather. Anytime soon. Scratch the entire sentence. I apologize for the commentary before. Spinal issues and everything. It's difficult to focus on being coherent. Just give me a second. Let me take a sip of water, and I'll come back to you in but a instant. Okay. It is in this part of the map where I haven't been recently, and generally there's not a lot around here, so I'm quite excited to go there and see what's in the area, what can be found. Okay, good. Now that basic sentences have been formulated, I would like to go over to my loadout number 2. Equip this. Equip, what do I have? Molotovs. So equip the knives, equip the... mines. Yeah. Right, good. And then we're also going to need weaponry. This, and this. Good, good. Clothing. Heavy trousers, heavy chest, heavy boots, heavy gloves, heavy tactical mask, and we're missing... Yeah, we're missing the heavy braces, but that's fine. That puts us at 35 armor. And that makes me feel somewhat invincible. Well, partially. There's also something else I would like. Not Explorer, not Prepper, but Scavenger, and I don't think I have enough gear for Scavenger anything. Yeah. Bruiser, Prepper, Soldier, Heavy, Merc. Yeah, let's go with Soldier. Soldier braces. Soldier jacket. I do have scavenger trousers. Okay. Soldier pants and soldier boots. 22 armor, not the best, but it does make it so that firearms are once again the world's most useful thing. And I am here for it. As far as consumables go, we'll go with the military medkit, because, you know, makes sense, right? And then I'll also go with the bandage, and just some regular healing, I suppose. Right, so that's loadout 3, ready to go. Gonna switch to loadout 2, because I don't really intend on using firearms all that much just yet. Although, if I'm going to see the Baron's men and have a little conversation with them, see, this is the type of weapon I was talking about at the very beginning of the game. Well, at the beginning of the game, we're like however many hours in at this point, but this is the sort of stuff that I was talking about from Dying Light 1, where after a certain point, and relatively early on, I would say, like after a few hours of the game, you would get weapons that in 2-3 hits could do that. I mean, this guy still took 5, but you would get weapons that can lob off heads relatively easily, and Dying Light 1 had a much more intricate balancing system. It appeared simple, but if you looked at it up sort of in a little bit more detail, the balancing system, you just got hit, you can't do that. You're supposed to be stunned a little bit. Like I said, Dying Light 1's balancing when it comes to weapons and durability and stuff was a lot more intricate than in this game. You had extremely good weapons that did tons of damage, but were very fragile, and you couldn't repair them. Thinking of the katanas, for example, right? You could just cut through a horde of infected, but once you've cut through like that, I want to say like medium-sized horde, you're done. You are not using that weapon anymore. It's broken, and you need to find another one. And it's not like the game's going to shower you with them. The game's going to shower you with regular weapons of lower tiers that you can use for, you know, just basic stuff around the world. This game is showering me with the best weapons that I can find all the time, including stuff like this. So, yeah. the moment I picked up 3 of these jawlines was the moment I went, you know what, yeah, never mind. Let's just forget all this and move on with our lives. Make things a little bit more interesting on the viewers and a little bit less grindy for me. I should stop killing everything I come into contact with, but at the same time, like I said, it's just fun, and I like to explore the new guns. It's almost automatic at this point. Missed, but I mean, so did I. So to speak. Oh, someone's in trouble. I'm coming. Killed it for you. No, I didn't. You interrupted me. Don't interrupt me.
You're a lifesaver. Thank you. Have this.
Exploding knife. Why do you have an exploding knife, of all things? At some point, these gadgets become more dangerous to the one carrying them than the one on the theoretical opposite end of them, right? At least that's the feeling I get. I really wonder what's up here, right? We're exploring, alright? That's what we're doing. A random bit of pistol ammunition.
Sheriff, you copy? I'm on my way.
Get to the parking lot. From there, you'll need to follow a climbing path.
I got it.
I'm at the top, keeping an eye on the mine. The Baron himself is here.
The Baron? Alright, keep watch. I'm almost there. Olivia, I'm heading to the mine. I don't know what's going on, but the Baron's here, in person.
What do you plan to do?
What do you think? After what he put me through, he's a dead man.
Be careful, Crane.
No, I'm done being careful.
You might be done being careful, but I'm not. We can ride this up somehow. Okay. Good. Not usually the case, but I guess sometimes, depending on the angle, can be done. Oh, that's some of the Baron's men. Okay. Time to get to work. Oh, nobody's so excited about firefights. I swear. Remind me of one of his men so you count. Don't piss me off too much. Oh, I could just let them eat him. Oh, I have a way better idea than letting them eat him. Burn. Sorry, you picked the wrong person to work for. I'm seriously out of stamina. Okay. Let's load up on everything. Noticed I picked up a bandage, was it? Oh, it's just a rare bandage, not an epic bandage. I mean... I guess technically I can use the rare bandages for more mundane enemies and encounters and keep the good stuff for other things, but come on. Let me pick up the rifle. I know it's there. Okay, I think I also have a ludicrous amount of rifle ammunition, don't I? Yeah. 181. This is almost enough for like a mission in yeah, well, somewhere else, let's just say, in some other circumstances. Which I think is pretty fun. That's kind of amusing that that happened. Safe to land on the leaves, right?
Sheriff, I'm at the parking lot.
Hope you're up for a climb.
I am. But depending on... Jesus Christ, like... I swing in the... I am in for a climb. But I'm also in the mood to shoot some people. Don't throw knives at me, it's highly rude.
He's pulling a...
Can't treat me with such disrespect. Now, would, trying to conserve ammunition is what I was doing. In case it wasn't quite intelligible, sorry. In case it wasn't quite intelligible, he yelled, "Wait, wait, don't." Yeah. Fighting the runners is almost haunting at times. Is once you hit them in the heads, the human part that's kind of sort of still in there breaks through, and yeah, that's just, I mean, it's just cruel, honestly, more so than anything else. It's still early, in daytime, I mean, and so I reckon I can take my time to That's good, I have 2 keys. I'm missing 1 more. But if that's the case, so be it. I have to open all 3. I'm just curious as to what's in at least a few of them. And I'm very interested in the ammo. Especially given as I've just expended a portion of it. I keep finding marksman ammo. One of these days I'm going to find a marksman rifle, and you're all going to be sorry that you ever offended me, but until that day comes, not much we can do. But stuff like this, for example, like I mentioned it before, these convoys will give you some of the best weapons that you can find. Another case in point there. And it's really not that difficult to clear them out, and even if you use your best equipment to clear them out, you get more than your best equipment for just opening up the convoy, right? And so all that sort of put together makes the weapon balancing in the game kind of just not run off of actual balance, but it runs off of your anxiety, is what it does. That's how I figured it works. It works on your anxiety that your weapon, your favorite weapon, is going to break, and so you better not use it. The reality is, your favorite weapon is going to get obsolete before it breaks. Because with 5 repairs on everything, it is... yeah. Okay, out of curiosity, you said you hope I'm in for a climb. Am I climbing this way? Or as stupid as it sounds, am I climbing this way or that way? And does it even matter? I'm guessing I found a alternate route. Or maybe this was the intended route, who knows. It's too high to jump up. This isn't. Ah, see? There you go. Enjoy the trip down, arsehole. Oh, there's a lot of you here, isn't there? It's a collectible plant. No, but it is poisonous. Which is interesting. Yeah. Very interesting. Alright. Let's keep going. Oh, this would have been so annoying without the, faster climbing thing. You can really notice it here. Right. Wasn't I here a few moments ago, or is that just my imagination? No, I was down there. Right, okay. Whew. Take my breath for a second. Okay. Had a really early jump. I really thought I was going to fall there and embarrass myself something fierce. Not quite as it turns out. I'm going up and around, right? There we go. Ah, Sheriff. I have no idea how close I was to pulling a gun on you.
What's the situation?
When I first got here, I saw red smoke coming out of the mine. More and more squads keep going inside. I think they're hunting something in there.
And you saw the Baron?
Yeah, he went in with them.
Well, for once, the binoculars aren't that useless. I mean, yeah, it's fortified.
I've been waiting a long time for this.
What do you mean?
I got a score to settle with that bastard. Can you cover me?
I can cover you until you enter the mine. After that, you're on your own.
Fair enough.
Let's do it quietly, though.
Olivia,
I'm here.
I'm heading for him now. He will not get away from me.
You're stronger than you were, but are you sure you're really ready?
Today he pays for everything he did to me.
13 years, man.
That murderous fucker's mine.
13 fucking years, can you imagine? Well, tell you what, if Carl Crane waited 13 years for this, we can wait one more episode. Thank you very much for watching, ladies and gentlemen. We're approaching the hour mark. I would highly encourage you to like and subscribe the video, down below in the video, because that helps out the channel quite a bit, and it'll let you stay tuned with the rest of the series and the rest of the content that I produce on this channel. But until next time, please do remember to like. Sorry, I already said that. Please do remember to have fun. Take care of yourselves, and bye bye. See you next time.